Welcome to GTS Markets Pharmacy Point of Sale System Training Program. This is Model 1, Getting Started. This is Lesson 1.1, System Overview. The goal of this Pharmacy Point of Sale System is to provide pharmacies and drugstores and businesses of that likes to be able to access a complete industry-related point of sale system that captures everything needed to operate successfully as a pharmacy point of sale system. And so in this particular lesson, which is the lesson 1, we are going to look at the overview of the entire system and the various features that exist for these pharmacies that will be enrolling onto this platform. Now, if you are joining this course, then it means that it's either you are working with a pharmacy who is using our point of sale system, which is the pharmacy point of sale system, or you want to be able to understand how it works, and so that you can work with pharmacies that are using this point of sale system. In any way, you are welcome to this particular lesson. And so let's go through. Now, the pharmacy point of sale system have different user roles, which I'm going to take you through. Now, these user roles determine which feature you were able to use. So first of all, let's log in, and then I'm going to take you through the features that exist in the point of sale system. Yes, so we are in. Now, the point of sale system have the sales feature, which is the core feature for a point of sale system. That is to be able to sell with the particular system. And so it have a lot of features. It have a lot of functionalities when it comes to our sales register side feature. And so you get there where I will take you through how this particular sales feature works. We also have the receiving feature, right? And so what happened is that mostly if you're operating a shop or a pharmacy store, you will receive inventory or products into that particular store, okay? And so this particular feature allows you to receive supplies or products that have been purchased that needs to be used to restock the shop. And so that feature we will be going through, it have its own lesson that will take you through every little bit of thing here, and so you understand it very well. We also have the transfer system. Now, this particular point of sale system for pharmacy is multi-branch system. What it means is that you can have a lot of branches added, and then you can operate various branches at the same time, independently and simultaneously. And so you can be able to transfer product from one branch to another very easily. And so the transfer feature in the point of sale system, in the pharmacy point of sale system, is that it allows you to transfer product from one branch to another, which is very important. And then you also have the inventory, that is your items, where you have all the items that you have in your shop or you have in the pharmacy shop. And so you'll be learning how you add the products to the inventory, among other things. Okay, and then we also have the customer and patient records. Under people, you see the customers here, and so you can add a new customer and then the pharmacy profile of the customer. We'll be going through all these things so you understand it. And so one funny thing is that we've included, as I said, this particular point of sale system is very rich in different type of features, and so we make sure we capture every little bit of feature that mostly happen in businesses. And so we have the credit and system, right, where somebody might buy something and credit from the shop, and then the person will later come and pay for that particular product at the feature date. And so we've captured how you'll be able to understand and know that, okay, this person is owing, he came for this or that. I know most pharmaceutical companies or shops doesn't operate on credit base, but then we have that feature in it in case you have some few clients or patients that mostly come for product, and then sometimes once in a while you can give it to them so that they bring back. And so for you not to forget, we've added that feature in there for you to be able to use it. So it's also one of the features that we have in the pharmacy point of sale system by Giftech Solutions. And so we move on to the next, which is the suppliers, right? And so The suppliers are the list of companies that supply the drugs or products to the pharmacy, and so it also have the same credit feature. So if they give the product or drugs to you on credit, you are able to track which company you are owing and how much you've paid, and all that is also in there. And then we also have the reporting. Under finance, we have the reporting, and so the reporting cuts across various sectors. So we have the graphical reporting and the summary reporting, and then we have the detailed reporting, we have the inventory reporting, we also have the pharmacy reporting. Now the pharmacy reporting have a lot of other features in there. So we have the drug usage trend, especially when people are buying, you'll be able to understand which drugs people are buying, slow moving drugs, which drugs are being not, like it's not moving, you get. And then we also have the insurance claim. We have a lot of other features in there which we'll be explaining everything to you. They also have the debtors and creditors, which is the feature I just talked to you about. All right, and so we have all these reports that the system can generate and much more, and a lot of features are still coming. As and when we move on, we will be updating the course with the new features that will be implemented by GiveTech Solutions. Now we also have another feature, which is the cash app. So the cash app feature allow you to be able to open your cash register and close your cash register at the end of business, and so you are able to find variance or differences in amounts that have been recorded. Okay, so let's say you count the money in the cash drawer and it's 10,000, but then the system or the sales system report is showing you've sold 12,000, mean that the cash has been short of 2,000, and so this allows you to find that discrepancy at the close of business, and then you're able to rectify where that problem is coming from so that you can fix it as soon as possible. This allows you to not to be able to wait till the end of the month or the end of the year to be able to do your account and then realize that you've lost a lot of money and you don't know where that money went. And so this allows you to capture that details in your POS or in your business. Now when you come to the office here, that is the backend. Now the office backend comes with attributes. So the attributes are more like it gives more definitions or more metadata about items or products. Okay, we will be looking at all these things. And then we also have the employees. The employees. So the employees are the people or the staff members who have access to the system and they can log in. And so we have, if you look at the kind of permissions we have here, so we have the admin, we have the pharmacist, we have the pharmacy technician, and then the cashier. Okay, and then you are able to give them specific permissions and in which area of the system they can work from, or they can work with, or they can use, right, when they log in. And so you are able to restrict different features from being accessed by different employees with different user rules and all that, so which is very, very important. And then we also have the taxes side where you do your tax settings, and then the expenditure category. I didn't talk about the expenditure, but if you come to the home, you realize that under the finance we have the expenditure. So the expenditure is basically the people taking care of the pharmaceutical shop. They buy power, they buy water, they buy like certain items, right? And so every expenditure, apart from the purchase of items or drugs, every other expenditure, they will be able to record it right here, so that you capture at the end of the day, each day, what expenses were incurred in the shop. All right, now let's go back to the office. So we have the configuration side. So inside the configuration, we have the general where we set the features and themes. We have the tax, we have the localization where you set the currency, we have the barcode, the branches. So here you'll be able to add different branches and a lot of branches. So here this particular system does not restrict you on how many branches you can create. You can create as many branches as possible, and you can use them within the same system. And also there's no need for you to be hosting different point of sale system for all the shops. All you need to do is create the branch and assign the users to the branch, and they'll be able to use it at that branch. So when they log in, they only have access to things that have to do with that particular branch. But you, the administrator or the pharmacy owner, can be able to oversee them using one login. Okay, so we have the receipt, so you can set your receipt printer paper type so that you'll be able to print receipt, invoice. We have rewards, we have tables, we have the payments methods, and then we have the insurance providers. So you can have as many insurance providers as you want. And so if you work with any insurance provider, you'll be able to add them. And then we have the setup and configuration side, where you can set up your email, your SMS. So here we have two type of integrations, right? So we have the SMS and we have the WhatsApp, so that you can actually send notification via WhatsApp and other stuff. So we have it here, and then the lens keys for your system, so you can always activate and work with us. Now that is the entire features that we have when it comes to the GTS pharmacy point of sale system. Yes, so it have a lot of features, as you can see. Now we will be going through all these so you understand it more. One of the things that I left out that I feel like I need to talk about in this particular lesson is about the insurance coverage, right? And so when you are adding the customer, you are able to add the insurance, select the insurance provider and select his insurance policy number. So let's say if it is Ghana Health Insurance Scheme, the National Health Insurance Scheme, you enter the health insurance card number, so that, and the date it will expire and all that, so that you'll be able to capture, and so that if you are working with that particular insurance policy, your customers can enjoy if they are on that particular insurance policy. And so we'll be going into it, and then we'll tell you more about how it works within the system. And then we also have the prescription side, where you are able to add prescriptions. You see, there are some drugs that are prescription drugs, and so you can't sell it without prescription. And there are drugs that have other restriction on it, right? And so we have all these features embedded in it. Now, if the drugs is a prescription drugs and you try to sell it at the POS side, at the sales side, right, sales register, and then you don't select a prescription, it will not work. And so all these systems have been put in place to help, so that we can actually ensure that the drugs that you are selling them legally, lawfully, without any issues. And so the POS have been built fully for pharmacies and drug stores. And so if you need it, it's best. So GTS Market is the best if you are operating a pharmacy or a drug store, or any business of that like. Yes, so this is where I will end the first lesson. So this is where I will end the first lesson. And in lesson 1.2, we will be looking at how you log in, among other features that we have, and how the login works and all that. Until we meet in that lesson, have a blessed day, and see you in the next lesson.